Hello again, class 335. Yes, sir. Page 323.20, unless. Yes, unless. Unless you buy the books, I refuse to continue teaching. Me niego a seguir, unless you buy the books. For example, all right, I'm going to close the book. Oh, okay, the book is closed. All right. I have a white pencil marking the place. But unless you tell me to open it again, I won't open it. I'm not going to open it unless you tell me. Unless you tell me. A menos que me lo digas, no pienso volver a abrir este libro. I'm not planning to open this book again unless you tell me to open it. And I won't open it unless you say please. If you don't say please, I won't open it. Okay, so I won't open it a no ser que digas, a menos que digas. En español se usa el subjuntivo. No lo abriré hasta que no me digas, o a no ser que me digas. Por favor, ábrelo. Okay. I won't open it unless, a no ser que. También puedo decir hasta que me digas. Bueno, en español se dice hasta que no me digas, curiosamente. I won't open the book unless you tell me. If you don't ask me politely, if you don't ask me politely to open this book, I won't open it. Now, if you ask me politely to open it, I'll open it. But unless you ask me, I won't open it. Unless, unless, one word, a no ser que, a menos que. Yo pienso seguir enseñando esta clase hasta la clase 8000, a no ser que Televisión Española me diga que pare. Okay. I'm planning to continue teaching this class until class number 8,000 or 800,000, unless Spanish television tells me, okay, Richard, we think you've taught enough, or we think you're getting too old. We need a younger teacher, younger blood, sangre más joven. We need younger blood. And said, okay, unless they ask me to stop, I'm not planning to stop. Or unless you ask me to stop. I'm not planning to stop teaching unless you ask me. If you ask me to, I'll stop. Or if they ask me to, my friends in Spanish television, if they ask me to, I'll stop. If you ask me to, I'll stop. Fíjate cómo lo digo. Si me lo piden, ellos, pararé. Si me lo pides tú, pararé. Okay. Si me lo pides tú, fíjate cómo lo digo. If you ask me to stop, if you ask me to, I'll stop. If they ask me to, I'll stop. If they don't ask me to, fíjate que lo corto en el tú. El tú se queda pegado y ahí. Si me piden que pare, pararé. Si me lo piden, if they ask me to stop, quito el stop para no ser redundante. If they ask me to stop, I'll stop. If they ask me to, I'll stop. If you ask me to, I'll stop. But not unless you ask me. If you don't ask me, I won't stop. So, I won't stop teaching. I will continue. After this book, I'll put new books. And I'll continue unless you tell me to stop. Or unless you ask me to stop. Que me lo digas o me lo pidas. Unless you tell me to stop, unless. All right. Point 21, the second conditional. If I were a rich man, if I were the president of the government, I would lower taxes. I wouldn't raise taxes. If I were the king of the world, I would change a lot of teachers in primary and secondary school. If I were the king of the world, I would try to make everybody happy. Difficult job. If I were the president of the government, I would sell some of the properties and buildings that belong to the government. If I were the king of Spain, I would, I think I would retire. All right. If I were rich, if I were filthy rich. Filthy means muy sucio, asquerosamente sucio, asquerosamente rico en este caso. Filthy means guarro de sucio, pero también se dice filthy rich para alguien forrado, asquerosamente rico. If I were filthy rich, I would continue teaching anyway, unless you told me to retire. If this book were 5,000 pages, we would continue for 5,000 pages. If it were. If Spain were. Fíjate, si España fuera. O estuviera, si es para estar. Si España estuviera en Latinoamérica. If Spain were in Latin America. If Spain were. Si España fuera el país más fuerte de la Unión Europea. If Spain were the strongest country in the European Union, it would have more influence. It would have more influence. All right. If Germany were the most important country in the world, I would be worried, a little bit worried. Yes. If this book were heavy, it's not very heavy, I would have trouble carrying it. If this telephone were broken, si estuviera roto, I would have a problem. I would take it to the shop. If I were you, yo que tú estudiaría más. If I were you, I would study more. If this pencil were broken, if this pencil were, si este lápiz estuviera rota, if this pencil were broken, Marta would bring me another one. Wouldn't you? Yeah, Marta would bring me. If this pencil were broken. Now, if I broke this pencil on purpose means a propósito, deliberately, intentionally. Crap! If I broke this pencil, Marta would get angry with me. If I threw this pencil at Marta, she would avoid it, probably. All right, to throw. If I knew French perfectly, I would go to France more often. If I knew mathematics perfectly, I would be a mathematician. If I knew how to solve your English problem, I would solve it, but I don't know how. You have the solution, I don't. If this microphone didn't work, you wouldn't be able to hear me. You wouldn't be able. Si no funcionara, no podrías escucharme. If this microphone didn't work, you wouldn't be able to hear me. If I didn't have enough money to live in this city, I wouldn't be here teaching you. If I knew 20 languages, I would be considered a singular person. If I had $1 million, I would give half of it to Marta. If you had $1 million, would you keep it in the bank or in your house? If I gave you a Ferrari, would you sell it or keep it? Would you keep it or sell it? Si te diera, if I gave you, siempre se usa el pasado simple. If I gave, yendo a los aquí, if I gave you a Ferrari, would you keep it or sell it? If I could run faster than Usain Bolt, would I be more famous than I am now? If I could fly like Superman, would I be famous? If I lost all my money would I continue teaching? Well, if I lost all my money, I would need to continue teaching because I would need to earn money. Siempre el pasado, excepto con were, was, were. I've lost my place. If I were you, yo que tú, if I were you, if I were in your shoes, se dice mucho en inglés en tus zapatos, en tu pellejo, en tus zapatos en inglés. If I were in your shoes, if I were you, I would use this book so much that after 6 months you need a new one because it's destroyed. If I were you, the translation booklet. And if I were Anna Barghini, you remember Anna, if I were Anna, I would get to know Karl Polster a little better. Yes. If I were Ines Garcia, our friend in Seville, if I were Ines, I would start learning French seriously. If I were her. If I were her. If I had a headache, I would take a pain reliever. A what? A pain reliever. Aliviador del dolor. Relieve is, relieve is aliviar. And a pain reliever is un analgésico. If I had a headache, I would take a pain reliever. If I were thirsty, I would drink some water. If I were hungry, I would eat something. If I were hungry. If I were 2 meters 20, I would play basketball in the NBA. If I were faster than Usain Bolt, I would be a runner. If I could drive as well as Fernando Alonso, I would become a Formula One race car driver. Yes. If I could speak Italian perfectly, I would spend the summer in Italy every year. I like Italy. All right, let's go on. So, if I knew, if I had, if I could, if I would, aquí practicando con los verbos irregulares, irregulares. If he arrived, si él llegara, ahora, if he arrived now, si cerrásemos esta tienda, if we closed, si yo estuviera de pie, if I stood instead of sitting, I would give class better. Si encontrase un billete de 1,000 euros en el suelo, if I found, I would keep it. Si trajeras los libros a esta clase, if you brought the books, si compraras, if you bought, si bebieras, if you drank, si comenzaras, if you began, or if you started, si construyeras, if you built it, if you built, etc. All right, finally, vocabulary translation booklet. Are you ready? List number 13. Are you ready? 13, page 98. I need to look at it. I can't see it very well. Están plantando muchos árboles. They are planting a lot of trees. They're planting a lot of trees. And why are they planting so many trees? Because it's good. There are, I think, 8 trillion trees. Trillón inglés. There are 8 trillion trees. I think there are 80 trees for every person on the planet. There's 7.5 billion people on the planet. Multiply that by 80 trees, and that's the tree population. Están plantando. They are planting. They're planting a lot of trees. A lot of trees. Un nativo diría, they're planting a lot of trees. A lot of trees. ¿Por qué me estás haciendo preguntas? Why are you asking me questions? Recuerda, no se dice do question ni make question, to ask. Why are you asking me questions? Why are you asking me so many questions? Me están pidiendo una subida salarial. They're asking me for a raise. American English. A raise is una subida de sueldo. They're asking me for a raise. In Great Britain, they're asking me for a rise. Sounds strange for me, but a raise sounds strange for them. Not so much. The British are used to listening to American English. They're asking me for. They are asking me for. They're asking me for a raise. Estamos comprobando tu expediente. We're checking your file. We're going over your file. Aquí dice we're checking your record. ¿Ah? He hecho file. File como carpeta de archivo, que es el expediente de tu historial. Record es tus antecedentes. Record, registro, literal. Record, como un disco de vinilo, record. O un récord mundial, record. Record también es el registro en Excel, for example, en una hoja de cálculo, the records. O en una base de datos, the records. Cada registro is the record. But record también es tus antecedentes. Your police record. I'm looking at your police record. Police record, registro policial, es tus antecedentes penales. Que por lo visto, por falta de inglés, 2 años en la cárcel. Wow. Okay. You need to improve your English. So, we're checking, comprobando tu expediente. We're checking your record, or we're checking your background. We're checking your file. Escrito file, file. ¿Qué estás cocinando? ¿Qué estás cocinando? What are you cooking? I'm cooking cauliflower. Oh, yeah. Unmistakable. Inconfundible. It's cauliflower. Why are you cooking cauliflower? Because I'm preparing your lunch. Oh, yeah. Cauliflower for lunch? Yeah. And for the second course? Para el segundo plato? No. It's one course. Cauliflower. Only cauliflower. Yeah. But come on. Cook something more. What are you cooking? I'm cooking cauliflower. But it's a very special cauliflower. You're going to like it with bechamel sauce. All right. ¿Por qué estás cruzando la calle? Why are you crossing the street? Oh, that's an interesting question. Yeah, why are you crossing the street? Because I want to get to the other side. Oh, very good. Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side. So why are you crossing the street? Because I need to go to the other side of the street. And why do you need to go to the other side of the street? Because I'm going to that shop. You see that shop over there? Yeah. I need to go to that shop. Now, to go to that shop, I need to cross the street. And that's why, es por eso. That's why I'm crossing the street. All right, well, be careful and look both ways. Look both ways before crossing the street, okay? Yeah, but which way should I look first? To my left or to my right? Look to your left first. Why? Because the closest cars are coming in this direction, except in Great Britain, Ireland, and several other countries. Japan, Australia, they drive on the left. In which case you need to look to the right before stepping out onto the street to cross. Estoy terminando el trabajo. Perdón, están bailando juntos. I skipped number 7. Están bailando juntos. They're dancing together. They're dancing together. And they are good dancers. Who's dancing together? My children, my son and my daughter. Both of them are good dancers. And when they dance together, it's interesting. So they're dancing together. I could have danced all night. Yes. Estoy terminando el trabajo. I'm finishing the job. I'm finishing the job. But when are you going to finish? No, I'm finishing it today. Hoy termino el trabajo. En español se usa el presente simple. Hoy termino. En inglés usamos el presente continuo. Hoy estoy terminando. I'm finishing the job today. I'm finishing the job today. All right. Los precios están subiendo. The prices are going up, or prices. In this case, prices or the prices. Prices are going up. Prices are rising. Prices are rising. Prices are going up. Yes, prices are increasing. They're not going down. They're not falling. Prices aren't falling. Prices aren't going down. Prices aren't decreasing. They're going up. They're rising. They're not falling. They're rising. They're not falling. We are experiencing inflation. Inflationary pressures are pushing the prices up. So the prices are going up. All right, por qué la estás ayudando? Why are you helping her? Why not? She doesn't need any help. Ana Barghini? Why are you helping Ana? Well, because she needs help. No, she doesn't. She knows how to help herself very, very well. She doesn't. Why are you helping her? Why are you helping her? Él está fumando más que de costumbre. He's smoking more than usual. Más que de costumbre. More than usual. More than. He's smoking more than usual. I'm worried about him. Well, how much is he smoking? He's smoking 2 packs a day. 2 packs a day. 40 cigarettes a day? Wow. Yes. But that was normal 40 years ago, 50 years ago. A lot of people smoked 2 packs a day. Now, it's very uncommon. It's very unusual. All right. Están bajando las escaleras ellos. They're going down the stairs. Bueno, depende. Si tú estás abajo, they're coming down the stairs. Si acuden hacia ti, they're coming down the stairs. But if you're looking at it from a distance, they're going down the stairs. Yes. Is it easier to go down the stairs or to go up the stairs? It's easier to go down the stairs, but more dangerous if you fall. Yes. You can fall going up the stairs, but it's more dangerous going down. All right. Going up, they're going up the stairs. Están subiendo. Ahora están bajando. They're going down the stairs. ¿Por qué estás lavando los platos? Why are you washing the dishes? Why are you washing the dishes? I'm washing the dishes because I like to wash the dishes. It is true. I like washing dishes. Yes. I don't need a dishwasher. A dishwasher is un lavavajillas. I don't need a dishwasher because I like washing dishes. Rinsing, washing, rinsing, soaping with detergent, rinsing. Rinsing is aclarando o enjuagando también es rinse. Escrito rinse. Están lavando los platos. No, ¿por qué estás lavando los platos? Why are you washing the dishes? Washing the dishes. Estoy mecanografiando el informe. Wow, this is an old book. I'm typing the report. Now we say I'm preparing the report. Because typing, of course, on the keyboard. Yes. When I was 14, in secondary school, it was mandatory. 1 semester of typing. And so I'm fast on the keyboard. I'm typing the report. Él se traslada a Viena, no? He's moving to Vienna, isn't he? Yes. He's moving to Vienna. Excuse me, he's moving to Vienna, isn't he? Well, yes and no. He's moving to Innsbruck, which is in western Austria, in the Tyrol area. He's not moving to Vienna. He's moving to Innsbruck. Oh. ¿Por qué estás empujándole? Why are you pushing him? To push, I'm pushing him because he's not moving. And he needs to move forward, and I'm pushing him. No me empujes, eh? Don't push me, eh? Don't push me. Estoy trabajando en una empresa extranjera. I'm working in a foreign company. Foreign. I'm working. Nota que siempre cierro la boca con la M. No es I'm working. No. I'm working in a foreign company. Foreign, con G muda al final. Penúltima palabra. La letra. Foreign. Empresa foránea. I'm working in a foreign company. Company. No digas company. Company. Ven a mi compañía. Come to my company. ¿Quién está llamando a la puerta? Who's knocking at the door? Who's knocking at the door? Or who's knocking on the door? On or at? Who's knocking at the door? I don't know. But somebody is knocking at the door. Who's knocking on the door? ¿Con quién estás hablando? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Fíjate que talking, la L es muda. Talking, no talking. Okay, talking. Who are you talking to? Se dice mucho más que who are you talking with. But with is correct. Who are you talking with? Who are you talking to? ¿Qué piensas hacer ante esta situación? ¿Qué piensas hacer? What are you planning to do? What are you planning to do? Given the situation, dada la situación, given the situation, what are you planning to do? Me? I'm planning to do nothing. Nothing, but come on, you need to do something. Why? Whatever I do, sea lo que sea, whatever I do, nothing will happen. So I'm not planning to do anything. ¿A dónde piensas ir? Where are you planning to go? Well, I'm planning to go home now because the class is over. That's what I'm planning to do. See you tomorrow.